In this video, we're going to take a look at Amazon OpenSearch service and understand what it actually does for you on AWS. The goal is to give you a clear overview so that you know when and why you might use it in your architecture. Before we talk about Amazon OpenSearch service, it helps to understand the core idea behind it, Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch is an open source search and analytics engine that lets you quickly search through large amounts of data and get near real-time insights. You can explore business data to spot trends or search technical logs to see what's happening in your system. The problem is running Elasticsearch on your own can be very challenging. You need to set up and maintain servers, install and patch the software, monitor the cluster, and handle failures and backups and indexes and everything. That operational overhead is exactly why Amazon OpenSearch service exists, to let you use this kind of search and analytics engine without managing the underlying cluster yourself. It's AWS's fully managed search and analytics service based on open source technology originally built around Elasticsearch. Fully managed means AWS takes care of the infrastructure, the routine operations, so you can focus on your data and how you use it. At a high level, you send data into OpenSearch service, it indexes that data, and then you can run fast searches and build visualization on top of it. AWS provisions and manage the hardware, set up the OpenSearch and Elasticsearch compatible cluster, install the updates, and replaces failed nodes behind the scenes. You don't need to log into servers or deal with any kind of low-level cluster management. In terms of compatibility and tooling integration, if a tool or application already talks Elasticsearch API, it can usually talk to OpenSearch service with little or no change at all, which makes migration from self-managed clusters much easier. It also integrates well with data ingestions and visualization tools from the classic ELK-style stack. You can use Logstash to collect, transform, and push data into OpenSearch service, and you can use Kibana or OpenSearch dashboards to build charts, graphs, and dashboards to visually explore that data. And one of the other things, because it's a native AWS service, Amazon OpenSearch service integrates tightly with the rest of the AWS ecosystem. For monitoring health and performance, you can rely on Amazon CloudWatch metrics and alarms. For ingesting data, you can stream logs from CloudWatch logs, push events through Kinesis data firehose, or use Lambda functions to pull the sources like S3 or DynamoDB and load data into OpenSearch. Beyond classic search and analytics, OpenSearch has also become a core component in modern Retrieval-Augmented Generation or RAG architectures. You can use OpenSearch's vector database capabilities to store embeddings and serve them as the part of Bedrock-powered RAG pipeline, a pattern that really took off in 2024 as the whole AI wave pushed companies to build smarter, knowledge-driven AI agents. If you want to dive deeper into how this architecture works, I definitely recommend checking out the related video. Moving on, you also get scalability and security features in OpenSearch service as well. As your data grows, you can scale your OpenSearch domain up or down by changing instance type or counts, so you're not stuck with fixed hardware. For security and access control, you can integrate with IAM and run your domains inside a VPC for network isolation, while still using AWS logging and monitoring services for visibility. Now, as the last section, let's quickly look at some of the most common places where Amazon OpenSearch service shows up in real workloads. First and foremost is a classic example of a real product search. Indexing product catalogs so users can quickly find items by name, category, attributes, or keywords. Another common area is application and performance monitoring. You can analyze metrics and events from your app over time, tracking response times, error rates, or business-specific events to understand behavior and performance trends. Security analytics is also a major use case in OpenSearch. You can ingest firewall logs, authentication logs, or VPC flow logs to detect suspicious patterns or investigate potential incidents. And finally, you can use it for business data analytics by indexing sales data, customer interactions, or other operational data so you can explore trends, build simple dashboards, and support reporting needs without building a complex data warehouse just for search and visualization. To wrap up, remember the big picture of Amazon OpenSearch being a fully managed, open source based search and analytics service in AWS. It's compatible with standard Elasticsearch APIs, integrates with tools like Logstash, Kibana, and OpenSearch dashboards, and works smoothly with AWS services like Amazon CloudWatch Logs, Kinesis Data Firehose, Lambda, and especially Amazon Bedrock. You typically use it for log analytics, application and performance monitoring, security analytics, business data analytics, and especially product-wide listing and indexing. And that is it for this overview of Amazon OpenSearch service, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.